seen an interview you did a while back, a few years ago, where you said that when niggas get popped in Chicago, it's usually their own fault most of the time. You still feel like that?
Like, I ain't talking about like innocent people and shit like that.
Nah, for sure, never.
Innocent people, we ain't never talking about no innocence or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
But even when I got shot, that was my goof ass fault.
Think so?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was I'm a realist, bro. I ain't finna sit right here and sugarcoat it with nobody. You know what I'm saying? That was my goofy ass fault. You know what I'm saying?
Explain.
Like, shit, it was my fault that I was doing what I was doing at that time. Like, at that time, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to be doing that.
Was you flossing? Was you moving wrong?
Moving wrong.
Just
anytime, like, you see what I'm saying? You moving wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I'm supposed to move like that.
And that was what, 2020 you got shot?
2021.
2021. That was the only time you ever been shot?
Yeah.
For sure, man. For real, for real.
Yeah. Shot in the head.
Let's get into that a little bit. Man, I interviewed Slim 400. Yeah, twice, you know what I'm saying, in Houston. And the first time I interviewed him, he was like, yo, getting shot was like horrible. However, in a way, it kind of helped my career.
Like, I mean, like, all negativity. Niggas love got into negativity. Like, that shit always, like, you know what I'm saying? People, period. Like, people love going towards negativity. So, hell yeah, that shit always help a motherfucker career. Niggas going to jail, or however that shit be. Like, yeah, it hurt a motherfucker personal. Yeah, that shit hurt when nigga personal shit, but as a career, motherfuckers look at anything you know what I'm saying?
To move that shit.
Anything to move that shit.
Yeah. So what's one way that you you focus on moving differently? Because you got shot in Chicago, but at the time you were kind of like a Houston transplant. So it's like you was just up in Chicago on some shit.
I mean, yeah, like at that time, around that time, like shit, I was in Chicago doing my own thing. You see what I'm saying? Like I always be doing my own shit. Always. So around that time, I was young too. You know what I'm saying? I had the Hellcat. I'm young. I'm 21. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing me up there in that bitch. But at the same time, moving wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? It go with that shit don't go hand in hand.
Looking at it like, you know what I'm saying, in hindsight after so many years, taking like accountability for it, for the person who shot you, what do you think was their motive? You know what I'm saying? Was it hatred? What was it?
Whatever. I mean, like, however motives occur, motives differentiate. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, nigga could have a motive for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could hate you and I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Or you would never know what a nigga motive for doing something. That's basically what I'm trying to say. No, like, you would never know what a nigga motive for doing something. You see what I'm saying? Like, his motive might be shit. However, like shit, like I don't know, like,
For sure.
whatever a nigga, like, you see what I'm saying? Whatever a nigga feeling at that moment, like, that's just what it is.
Crazy, yeah.
That's just how it is. Like,
you blessed though, cause you got shot in the face.
in the temple, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Let's zoom in on that shit. Let's get a zoom.
Right here.
Damn.
That shot right here.
And so, what was it that made it not go through?
It did go through. I got a bullet in my head.
For real?
Yeah. I got a bullet in my head still to this day. Never came up.
So when the doctors, when you woke up from, did you have surgery or anything?
I ain't want, nah, like I I really couldn't get surgery, but when they wanted to give me eye surgery, I didn't want to do it because I knew like when I got shot, I didn't even know I was shot. So I knew that I could do everything. Like I was still, like when I got shot, I didn't know I got shot. Honestly, I swear to God. Anybody, like you could silently interview the motherfuckers that was with me and ask them, did he know he got shot? No, I did not know I got shot at all. I swear to God.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? On my life, right hand up to God, Jesus Christ, I did not know I got shot till the ambulance pulled up and said GSW to the head on the nickel. I mean, on my life, like, you know what I'm saying? For real.
So when you found out, what did you think? Like you was like, nah, or you blessed as fuck though. You like super blessed. But when they told you, you was like, the fact that I'm feeling this way, I'm whatever, I know I'm gonna be good.
Let me put it like this. When it happened, it really didn't occur to me like what happened until the next day. Like you ain't gonna like that shit. Like it didn't really like get to me like what happened to me to like the really next day. Like when you really sit down in that bitch, because it wasn't really like when I got to the hospital and shit. They did the neuro scan. You see what I'm saying? Seeing what a bullet at and shit. I was bleeding a little bit, but they stopped the bleeding in the ambulance, so I wasn't bleeding no more. It was a little bleeding inside my head, so they was watching that and shit. My big sister, she a doctor, so she was up there. She a neurologist too. You know what I'm saying? Family, you know what I'm saying? Went to school for neurology. Family doctor though now, but she was up there. You see what I'm saying? Man, shit, I was really laying down. I really was trying to get up out of that bitch. Honestly, around that time, like I was just trying to get up out of that bitch. But I'm thinking that I could be able to leave. You know what I'm saying? Cause it wasn't. I could do everything. I could run. I didn't know. Like you know what I'm saying. But alright, so they kept me in that bitch. And now my people coming up there and shit. And you go to sleep, and you wake up. And you look up and you in the fucking hospital. And you know that and you wonder why you in the hospital and this shit hit you like, ah, damn, I just got shot in the fucking head.
It's crazy. Living up to your name, Gohan though, for real.
You see what I'm
Strong
saying?
than the motherfucker.
That shit was like, it was like shit. I didn't like, the way that I was moving, that's what I'm saying. That's when it go back to point when you were saying like, when I said a statement where like back then when if a motherfucker gets shot, it's their fault. Like you see what I'm saying? Like around that time, I was moving like a motherfucker. Like I was moving like I couldn't get touched.
Yeah.
Like I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Like you see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I was moving wrong in a bitch. I ain't supposed to been doing that. Especially around that time.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
That's live that you can see that though. Live to see that.
That was the beginning of my career. You know what I'm saying? That was before I even knew I really even had a career. When I got shot, I didn't even have an album out.
For real, that's like the start of your career, for real.
Like you see what I'm saying? I didn't even have a fucking album out. Like I could have died. Like I could have been South Gohan, died without no album. How does that make sense?
I totally get you too.
Like, you see what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. You can't even say that I was a fucking rapper. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit, it didn't make sense, so I had to really get on my shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Really focus on what the fuck I really need to do.
Real shit. For real, for real.